Fox 5 News at 10 starts right now.
The first thing he pointed was at the baby's head.
He pointed the gun at the baby's head?
The baby first.
Terror for a local mother and her toddler.
Police say a gunman ambushed the two, threatened the child, and even pointed a gun at his head.
Well, tonight, investigators are looking to tie this shocking crime to other similar robberies around the metro area. Fox 5's Jacqueline Schultz live in Sandy Springs tonight.
And Jacqueline, the robber ripped a gold necklace off of that little boy.
Well, that mother tells me that the robber grabbed the necklace from the baby, and that necklace happened to have a little pendant on it with an image of the Jesus and the Virgin Mary. Now, the mother tells me that she was very worried that this robber was capable of shooting her son.
I freaked out once he pointed at the baby's head.
Jasmine Rodriguez, terrified, a man pulled a gun on her son, then her.
I screamed for him, but he's like, nobody heard me.
Sandy Springs police say the robbery happened shortly after midnight as Jasmine was coming home to the Highland Circle apartments. She says her boyfriend was coming out to meet her as she walked home, but she was quickly ambushed. She says she tried to shield her son from the robber.
I went took the baby from him, and that's when he ripped the chain off him. And when I moved, I guess he saw my chain, and that's when he ripped my chain.
Police say the robber got away with the chains, her purse, and a number of other valuables. She says the gold chains had pendants with images of Jesus and the Virgin Mary. Sandy Springs police say they're tracking similar robberies across the metro. From Woodstock, where police there say robbers have snatched someone else's gold chains and were arrested, to Cobb County, where a man was shot and killed outside Papados. Police there say a gunman grabbed a woman's necklace and shot and killed her husband. Police tell me there's still no clear connection between all of them.
I think that maybe he would have shot him.
Jasmine says she's glad the man did not hurt her, and especially her son.
Because, of course, he's my weakness.
And police tell me they are trying to tie this robbery to possibly the suspects in the arrests in the ordeal in Woodstock. So far, again, there is no clear connection, so they still have a lookout for this robber. He's described as a black male, 20 to 30 years old. He is 6'1" and 200 pounds. Reporting live in Sandy Springs tonight, Jacqueline Schultz, Fox 5 News.
Thank you, Jacqueline. A man accused of sexually assaulting a 10-year-old girl is on the loose, but now a community is joining together to track down the girl's attacker.
Today, friends and neighbors went door to door passing out information about the assault, which happened last month. According to volunteers, they were able to bring several leads back to investigators, and they say they're not going to stop until justice is served. The reward leading to an arrest is now up to $7,000.
Two teenagers are in custody tonight for the murder of a missing 18-year-old from Perry. Samuel Poss's body was found in the woods in Houston County early this morning. He was reported missing last Saturday. 17-year-old Dakota White and 18-year-old Brandon Warren are charged with his murder. Now, according to the arrest warrant, the manner of death was strangulation, suffocation, and/or stabbing. Police say all three teens attended Perry High School at one point.
A somber farewell to a local student whose death may save lives in the future. A 19-year-old Camila Easley was killed Tuesday while trying to catch a bus in Fairburn.
The Georgia Military College student was hit by a car while crossing the highway in front of the school. Fox 5's George Franco joins us live from the campus tonight.
And George, we're hearing that police are saying some changes could be made because of her death.
Well, Russ and Sine, there is a hope that changes will be made, improvements made to the traffic safety of this community college after the death of Camila Easley.
I just want to say that I love you more than anything.
They gathered at the quad of Georgia Military College Fairburn to say goodbye to one of their own, student Camila Easley.
She's cool, chill, funny, smart. I was wondering where she was one day because she wasn't in class, and then when I heard about it, it was just like devastating.
Jonathan Champion told me he later heard Camila was struck and killed by a vehicle just before 7:30 Tuesday night. Fairburn police say she was crossing Highway 29 south of Highway 138 to catch a MARTA bus to go home to College Park when she died. The driver involved, police say, was not charged in the accident, which took the 19-year-old's life and sparked a movement for change here,
so that none of our students will ever be put at risk again.
The mayor of Fairburn says his staff has been working hard connecting with MARTA and Georgia's Department of Transportation to first reroute buses and second, improve safety on Highway 29.
They're going to bring a crew out here to see if they can reroute the bus behind the school until such time as DOT addresses a crosswalk and hopefully some type of possible traffic signal.
We ask right now, Lord God, that you would touch every grieving heart.
Most here said they knew Camila only in passing. A few months ago, we're told she graduated from high school in College Park and was beginning general studies at this community college, which, despite the name, is not a military school. Now hopes are Camila Easley's passing will bring improvements to keep others safe. This young lady could have some kind of legacy here.
Absolutely. And even in a short life, as you saw the students out here, the impact that she made already.
And college officials also tell me that the family of Camila Easley was understandably too distraught to attend tonight. There are still plans pending for her funeral. Coming up all new on Fox 5 News Edge at 11 o'clock, I'll tell you why this 19-year-old's death could also affect changes in other parts of this area. Reporting live tonight in Fairburn, I'm George Franco, Fox 5 News.
All right, thank you so much, George. We enjoyed record-breaking temperatures today, but we're preparing for a big change tomorrow.
It's going to feel like a shock at the bus stop in the morning, it sounds like. The Chief, David Chanley, in the Storm Center with the details. David?
And looking at a big drop in the temperature. Nothing too earth-shattering tonight. It's going to be Saturday morning that's going to be really, really chilly. But we're on our way tonight. Here we go. In the 70s still, and it feels like a summer night out there. I know we hit 88 here in Atlanta. That was the all-time record high. That 73 we have right now is a degree warmer than the average high this time of year. 62 up in Blairsville, 72 out in Carrollton. It's dropped to 65, though, in Griffin. We look upstream. There's some showers and thunderstorms. The complex, when we talked about it at 5 and 6 tonight, well to our north and not coming our way. We may see a few sprinkles in here across metro Atlanta, though, before the evening is over with. And the cooler air looms back out to the west. They already dropped to 60 out towards Arkansas. So it's coming. This is going to take a while. Here you go. Through tonight, a few light rain showers, perhaps in extreme north Georgia. I'm not anticipating a whole lot south of I-20. Just a few clouds to greet you come Friday morning. Then the wind's going to pick up, and watch this on Friday morning. Look, not much of a warm up at all. Still in the 50s and 60s by lunchtime. We're going to keep it in the 60s in the afternoon. What do you see the numbers for Saturday morning? That's coming up in about 20 minutes.
All right, we'll see you then, David. Thanks. A close call in Carrollton today.
A pilot forced to land a small plane on a highway median after the aircraft ran out of fuel. The FAA says the flight left the Henry County Airport and was heading to the West Georgia Regional Airport in Carroll County. The pilot was the only person on board. We're told he is okay.
Hazmat crews were called to investigate after a flight from Atlanta touched down in Los Angeles today. Initial reports indicated about 20 people were sick on the Spirit Airlines flight, but we reached out to the airline, which claims no emergency was ever declared and no passengers requested medical attention. Spirit Airlines says flight attendants notified the pilots of a sweet odor in the midsection of the aircraft. The mystery smell went away and the flight continued to LA, where that plane was checked out. Well, tonight, Donald Trump is clarifying a controversial comment during last night's presidential debate.
In Las Vegas, Trump refused to say that he'll accept the results of next month's election. He suggested that if Clinton wins, it's because the U.S. election system is rigged and illegitimate. But the remark ignited a firestorm of criticism. Today in Ohio, Trump made light of the remark, quipping that he will accept the results if he wins, but then he explained what he meant.
Of course, I would accept a clear election result, but I would also reserve my right to contest or file a legal challenge in the case of a questionable result.
Well, meanwhile, today, another woman came forward accusing Trump of groping her. Trump is calling her account fictional.
Well, new scrutiny tonight of the Clinton Foundation coming from what were supposed to be private emails, focusing on how much money and influence were on the table in dealings involving the Clintons' family charity. A WikiLeaks email shows Hillary herself lined up a $12 million commitment from King Mohammed VI of Morocco in return for her agreement to speak in Morocco. That revelation comes from Clinton's loyal aide, Huma Abedin, who wrote in a January 2015 email, "She created this mess and she knows it." Clinton dodged a question last night about accusations of pay to play.
Everything I did as Secretary of State was in furtherance of our country's interests and our values.
The Moroccan event ended up being led by Bill and Chelsea Clinton, while Hillary Clinton skipped it, even though Abedin warned, quote, "It'll break a lot of China with the Moroccan government."
Well, the U.S. military is confirming an American casualty in Iraq. The service member was killed by a roadside bomb in the campaign to oust the Islamic State group from its last major stronghold in northern Iraq. U.S. officials say the American was fatally wounded in a town just north of Mosul. He was operating as an explosive ordnance disposal specialist when a vehicle was hit by a bomb.
Well, ambushed by gunmen, kidnapped and thrown into the back of a van. Tonight we have new information about a violent attack on a woman in Roswell.
And new questions surrounding the disappearance of an 11-month-old boy. He was found safe 9 hours later, but tonight, police say things just don't add up.
And caught on camera, police say he snapped a series of selfies while stealing a car. The role of those photos are now playing in the investigation coming up tonight.
A local school system is responding tonight to an alleged sexual assault on campus. I'm Marissa Mitchell, and coming up, I'll explain why there is a federal complaint against the district. That story's ahead on Fox 5 News at 10.